Chase, I'd just like to point out and start this interview with the fact that when we say, like, the players leave their blood and sweat on the field, like, this is literally happening right now on your knee here.
Lift it up.
Okay, yeah, sure. They'll let them pan. Well, they'll pan down. Like, look. Okay, what the heck happened, dude?
This gash in my knee has been here since, I think, the TCU game. So when you play football, the injuries you get, they just linger and they keep getting worse and worse, and they just happen over and over and over. So that's football. We love it, though.
Again, blood and sweat.
That's right.
For BYU football.
Everything into it.
Really fun to watch that 4-minute drill to end practice. Very spirited. You had a big catch, a little. Walk us through that route, because I think our cameras got it, but it was almost like a double move,
Yeah.
and then you come back and you catch it on the sideline.
Yeah, so we call it a little Stucko route. So it's like a stutter, but then you actually do a comeback. Instead of a stutter go, you stutter, sell the go, and then come back for another comeback. So I actually got him on the stutter, so we should have just thrown it up for a touchdown, but we kept the comeback on, and we were able to make a play. So
The wide receiver room is super deep.
yes.
Basically everybody's back. What's the vibe like in that room, and how do you feel like things are coming together with the core back?
It's been awesome to have Darius and Keelan back, and Cody, Parker, JoJo, like all those dudes are just amazing players, and they're all going to make an impact this year. It's been a battle this year, because there's not, like, there is the main guys, but it's a battle between the main guys. We're all making each other better, and also the young kids are pushing us as well and making plays. Devin Downing and all those young kids coming up. So it's been fun.
How has it been to work with two very, very aspirational and motivated quarterbacks who want that starting job?
Oh, it's awesome. It sets the tone for the whole team. When they compete, we all compete, and they've been both making plays. So it's been fun to see them just battle it out. They still love each other, which is a cool part, and they learn from each other. They ask each other questions. So it's a great example to the rest of the offense, the whole team, to how to compete and how to handle the situation when you're battling for a spot.
Obviously, Jake's been in the offense longer. He's been around, knows the verbiage and the nuances a little bit better. So what are you seeing from him that would suggest that, hey, Jake, if he's called upon, he's ready to go as the starter?
Yeah, I think getting reps in games last year was huge for Jake and his confidence. And you could see it this year as he steps on the field. He has that swagger. He's throwing, his body angle. He's been telling me how, like, hey, look at my body angle on this. Like, I'm getting the swag back, and I'm feeling good. So it's been fun to see him just kind of settle into his spot and want to be the guy. And then Gerry's just pushing him that extra mile, to battle him, and because Gerry wants to be the guy too. So, and it's fun to see Gerry pick up the offense so quickly and also be at that level.
What do you see from Gerry specifically? Just your initial impressions of, like, okay, he's back, and even though he's been in a long layoff, like, he can still ball.
Yeah, he's a natural leader. I think that's the first thing that stands out. When he steps on the field, people feel comfortable that he's on the field and feel like he's going to make a play. And then just how quickly he picked up the offense and how serious he is about taking over that spot. So it'll be fun to see who gets the starting spot.
With BYU missing out on a bowl game and the 5 wins, and obviously the frustrations of not beating Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, how has that shaped your preparation and your team's preparation this specific spring football?
Oh, it was a huge slap in the face, for us, and it's pushed us just that much more. Our off-season workouts were phenomenal. Our strength staff has been elite. So we set the tone off the bat, and we have that fire. And there's nothing we haven't seen now in the Big 12. The stage isn't big for us anymore. We've settled in, and we're going to go compete and be, I feel like, a powerhouse in the Big 12.
Expectations, Will, just based on this is how the world works. Like, you go 5-7 last year, like, expectations are going to be low.
Of course.
BYU basketball has gone through something similar to this, and they've taken this major leap. Like, how can football take a page out of basketball's book and make a similar leap in exceeding expectations?
I think they play with so much confidence and just swag. I think being at BYU, it kind of, like you said, it has that, oh, it's BYU, they're kind of soft, they're kind of at the bottom. But when we come in and we perform and just start playing our game and feeling comfortable, then we're the best team on the field. We're the best team in the Big 12. And I think we have the guys, we have the players, we have the talent. It's just doing our job and being the toughest team on the field. I think if our offense comes out and smacks them in the face and our defense comes and plays downhill, there's not a team we can't beat. So
Where do you feel like this team will improve the most over the course of spring football? Or maybe that has you feel like it's already happened?
I think, I mean, the off-season workouts were awesome. So right at the beginning, we had that fire. And it's been awesome to see the energy at every practice. I don't think we've had a spring ball like this since I've been here. Just the energy on offense and defense. And if we can keep that up throughout spring ball, then I think that'll be huge going into the offseason and then getting excited for fall camp. So that's been the number one thing that I've seen.
Chase Roberts is on BYU Sports Nation. The work clearly has not stopped for you individually. Austin Colley's a good friend of mine. I know he's close with you. You've been working with him. What types of things are you trying to develop specifically to get better?
I think the biggest thing that Austin has helped me with is the mental side of the game. And it's really, get your feet into the ground, like be aggressive, and it's all a mindset. Push yourself. You want to be on the field all the time, and he's been that mentor and that guy that's just helped me push through little like injuries and stuff and be like, no, you're good. Like you can obviously be smart, but we need to get you at a point where you can go full go and be, during practice running full routes and putting on a clinic, and then getting all the other guys to do so in the wide receiver room, and just have that mentality of, we're going to go compete and we're going to go win.
Schematically, where do you feel like this BYU football team needs to improve the most to be ready for game number 1?
I just think it comes with reps. I think banking those reps with the quarterbacks and getting on the same page as receivers, and that'll happen over time as we just keep throwing routes, running routes. The offensive line has looked awesome, and I think as we just all come together as an offense and the defense as well, that will, and it just takes time. I think just more reps, and that's all we need.
TJ Woods was a big acquisition. You see it day to day on the offensive line. What kind of a difference is he making? Because you mentioned the offensive line's been good. What has been good under TJ Woods?
I think just the demeanor of the offensive linemen. The guys, when I talk with them, hey, how's it going? It's great. Like they're excited and they're ready to go compete, and they're more aggressive and more willing to do their thing. So I think that he's put in that fire in each of the O-linemen, which we had before, but I think he's just accelerated that to an elite level. So excited.
I can't believe that we're pushing towards the back half of spring football already. It's wild. But what are you hoping to accomplish the rest of the approaching weeks before this thing is over?
I think just keeping the energy up and keep making plays as an offense, and just seeing guys stay healthy, I think, is a really, really big thing, and gaining that confidence going into the offseason so that when fall camp does roll around, we know that we've had those reps together, we've made plays, and that we just need to get ready for game 1. So.
All right, Chase, I need a prediction for BYU basketball because I know you're bought in on the Cougs.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you see happening in the month of March for BYU men's basketball?
So there'll be a 5th seed, right? 5th seed in the tournament.
We think they're a projected they're a 5 seed in the Big 12 tournament. We think they're going to be a 4 or 5 seed in the Big Dance as well.
Yeah. So I looked at all the stats and everything from the past winners, and we meet all those categories. So I think we can take the whole thing, and it's been fun to watch them, and I think they'll do really well in the tournament and surprise a lot of people. I mean, we already have, so might as well keep doing it. So.
Hey, you're a man who supports your fellow teams. You were at a softball game the other day too.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll be at all the games. Let's go. Go Cougs.
Chase, great to have you, man. Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.